Broski.
How you doing, Chandler?
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for accepting this interview and taking a little time out of your day.
No problem.
Okay, just a couple questions. When did you first fall in love with the game of football?
Dang. I first fell in love with the game back when I was I started playing just like for fun, like when I was probably 5. But when I really fell in love was probably when I was in about fourth grade, probably, because at my school I went to for elementary and middle school, we used to play tackle like every day. So, I mean, every day we was competing out there playing, and I pretty much fell in love with the game really then.
Which player did you look up to as a kid? And who do you say you model your game after now?
As a kid, I looked up to Jerry Rice a lot. I mean, he was just a goat, so that was just pretty much everyone's like all-time favorite. But now I would say kind of like a mixture between a little bit of Wes Welker and a little bit of Sean Jackson, just like having a little bit of speed, but just playing in that slot and just being able to work guys out of the slot and stuff. Having that ability to do that. Definitely have a little Wes Welker-esque in it.
Were you recruited much out of high school, and why did you choose San Jose State?
Yeah, so coming out of high school, I had walked on at San Jose, so I didn't have any offers. A lot of teams thought I was too small, and then I had got a call because I went to a bunch of different camps going into my senior year, and a lot of teams didn't like me, but I just didn't have the size. So then at the end of my senior year, after I graduated, I was trying to find a place to go, but I was about a couple days from walking on at LA Harbor Junior College, and then I had gotten a call from Coach Nash, who was one of the coaches at San Jose State, and he had asked me, are you going anywhere next year to play? And I was like, nah, a couple places wanted me to walk on, but I'm going to go to LA Harbor. And then he was like, well, we have a spot here for you to walk on if you want. And he was like, I really think it'd be a good opportunity for you once a year. Because at the time, San Jose was under scholarship restrictions, so they didn't really have any scholarships as they had for each class. I think they only signed about like 16 guys that year. And then I told my mom was pumped about it, so I ended up driving it to San Jose about 5 days later and started camp.
What would you say your strengths and weaknesses are as a player?
My strengths would be my ability to create separation from the defenders and being able to run with the ball after catch, and just knowledge of the game. I mean, I know a lot about the offense that I ran here at State, and when it comes to learning a new offense or just learning in general, I really enjoy it. I mean, my dad coached football, so I've been had my head in books. Books about playbooks. I've been having my head in playbooks since I was little, trying to learn as much as I could. So that's those are a few of my strengths. And when it comes to weaknesses, I'd say probably. But one thing for me, like while I was here at State, I had because I watched a lot of film. So like when it came time for me to like leave the stadium or like to not focus on football, I had a hard time not focusing on football. So like I was constantly like watching film or something like that. And sometimes I stayed up too late watching film or trying to break things down and spend too much time at the facility watching film or missing meals because sometimes I was just watching film and stuff like that. So just being able to manage my time outside of football and getting away from it is probably a weakness of mine.
What were you trying to prove to scouts at the East-West Shrine game?
So what was I trying to prove?
Yes.
So when I was there, I was just trying to really just go out there and compete against everybody. I mean, coming from San Jose, I wanted to play against guys who were in the Pac-12 or who were in the SEC, the Big 12, whatever conference. I was trying to do a chance to compete against them and play on a field where it's just nothing but guys who were big name guys who were at an All-Star game. When you're at an All-Star game, you're playing against the best type of guys out there. So I was trying to go out there and do this practice and make noise and just keep improving. I mean, I was out there. I wanted to return a few punts and stuff. So, I mean, in practice, I got a chance to do it. I didn't really do it in the game when we were there because we had a rotation going, but it never got to me yet. But definitely showed my ability to return and to just, create separation and show them that I was ready to play. So that was my main focus out there, and I definitely feel like I did a good job with it.
Were you pleased by your pro day results?
Yeah, definitely. After running the 40 and everything, I was happy with that. On my shoulder, I was really happy with that one. And I flipped coming out of both turns, but I finished with that time, but I was chance to run that one again. But overall, I feel like my pro day went well. I PR'd in a lot of different things, and I felt comfortable with my performance, so I was happy with that day.
And how did the team meetings go with the teams?
It went good. I got a chance to talk to a lot of scouts, talk to a lot of teams, and got a chance to get to know them. I got a chance to have them get to know me, so see the type of person I am, off the field and everything. And I mean, they watch you. They know the type of player you are. I mean, they watch a lot of film. Like, they're gonna invest money in you, so they do their homework. But they wanted a chance just to get to know me, and I feel like I did a good job just talking to them and having a chance for them to kind of pick my brain about things. So it was pretty good.
What was the most memorable moment in your college career, and who was the best player you played against?
All right. My most memorable moment at state was probably two different times. So my junior year when we went to our bowl game, just that whole experience, just traveling to DC and playing in that game, and just all the different events that we did. That was definitely something that I always remember. And then also my senior year when we played our senior day game against Fresno and beat them. That was probably another high right there. I mean, playing them on senior day, and it's a rival game, and they were ranked undefeated at the time, and just being able to play them and just upset them, and just upset their chances in much of the BCS game. I mean, that was pretty magical for us. And then the other question was what again?
Who was the best player you played against?
Okay. Oh yeah. So best player I played against, I mean, that's tough. My freshman year, we got a chance. We had like a tough schedule every year. So we played Alabama my freshman year. We played Wisconsin, and we played a lot of good guys on those teams. A lot of guys who are playing in the NFL now. But I was just kind of going more recently. I mean, this year, something that's playing out, he was playing Ned Walton from Utah State. Yeah, this year with Nolan going down, he was pretty much following me around the whole game. He was playing me on the inside and outside. If I went to slot, he was at nickel, or if I was on the outside, he was guarding me in the man. So I got a chance to go against him. And he's a guy that tries to get physical. He tries to press a lot and jam you up. So that was a pretty good matchup right there. Just me being able to go against him man to man and just kind of go at it all game. I mean, I played against him for a couple years now, so I knew the type of player he was, and we talk off the field too. So I mean, I was chopping down with him after the game, kind of talking to him, and before the game, I had talked to him a few times too. So we knew what we were doing in that game, like get what we were getting into, and this is fun playing against him and competing against him, and all that. So he was probably the toughest DB I faced.
Have you received any advice on how to prepare for the draft?
A little bit, yeah. I mean, guys that I've talked to about them before, they just tell you that it's a period where you don't have a lot of ebbs and flows. Like, for instance, just going through training and stuff. When you're going through that grind and training, sometimes your numbers kind of stay stagnant, or they but it's because you're putting a heavy load on you workout wise, so your body's not really a full go. And you have to stay after it, because when time comes, you're gonna be able to peak. So pretty much just to buy into the program wherever you're training. That's one thing that a lot of people talked about. And then one thing I noticed is just right now, we've been pushing the draft. I feel like it's been forever. I feel like this process is so long right now. And I kind of just talked to a couple down, and I'm like, yeah, I'm just ready to figure out what the next part of the journey is for me, to figure out what I have to do next. But pretty much we just need to keep working and being patient. Because I mean, right now you gotta stay after it and keep making sure that you're staying on top of things, treating your body right, and just putting yourself in the best situations for you to succeed. And also, it's just a long journey, so just to be patient and wait it out because, I mean, when you get your opportunity, you just got to be ready for it. So, just trying to stay ready for everything right now. It's been the task at hand. So.
Why should an NFL team take a chance on you?
I mean, you're gonna get a guy who's a heck of a ball player who's been working his butt off all his life. I mean, I started off my career as a walk-on and I didn't quit, never quit it, and I'm gonna do my best to help my team out. I'm gonna go out there and give my all every day, whether it's in practice or whether it's in the game. I mean, my true freshman year, I started on the practice squad behind SLA. I was on the look team, so I was just working my butt off to get the one and try and get better. And then from next year, I started for 4 years straight. And I mean, kept producing this year and kept getting better. And all I have to do is just work my hardest to perfect my craft and fly around and make a lot of plays out there for them. And that's one reason why teams take a shot on me. But I mean, there's plenty more. But that's one big one.
And one more question here. It's kind of an off the football type. One more question here. It's kind of an off the football type question. But what is your favorite music artist and hobby?
My favorite music artist is J. Cole. He's a rapper. He comes out of Fayetteville. but he's probably my favorite artist. I've been listening to a lot of his stuff. And I mean, I listen to his music when I work out. It's kind of just like stuff that motivates me to keep going and stuff like that. And he's definitely my favorite artist. But my favorite. What was the second question again?
Your favorite hobby?
Oh yeah, my favorite hobby. My favorite hobby outside of football. So back when I was younger, I used to golf a lot with my dad growing up. He got me into golfing and stuff. And lately, since I've been training, I just been kind of you have a lot more just kind of time. So when I'm not working out and when I'm not trying to eat healthy or something like that, I usually sometimes just go to the driving range and stuff. So I've just been picking that back up. And it's been being away from it for so long and being able to go to the driving range and just play. I found love for it again. So I mean, I definitely say that's one of my favorite hobbies right now.